So, welcome to the UK Dancehall Entertainment Podcast channel, a channel for everyone, young, old, middle, girls, boys, middle, everyone. So, this channel is for the ups, the lows, the sad, the happy, fun, joy, and for people who are not able to put themselves somewhere, we're giving them a platform to be able to be somewhere and to be somebody, get confidence in themselves. So, welcome to the UK Dancehall channel, and we are joined by our bad Juvi, Renzo. Yeah, how are you,
Go
Renzo? Good, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Done a lot, man. You get me? You know, you're someone that I really respect, though. You know, Renzo.
Nah, I respect you too, man.
And you know what it is? Like, I wanted you to come on this channel, yeah, because, like, I see you as somebody that obviously that reminds me of myself in certain ways. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say that, yeah, is because I'm somebody that when I was young, doing a lot, like coming through, I get a lot of I face a lot of challenges. I get a lot of fight, and a lot of people, as you know, what it is I get all the fights because a lot of people don't understand my character. You get what I mean? And for you, that's young right now, that's coming through. I see that you're going through that same part where you're trying to achieve a lot, but a lot of people don't really understand your character or who you are as a person. So I got you on this channel mainly for people to understand who you are. You get me? So Renzo, yeah. What's Renzo?
Renzo,
Bad Juvi. Why do people call you the bad Juvi?
you know why? I was always the youngest, like,
In a circle.
yeah,
Okay.
when doing things because of the fact that I'm a girl as well, I'll be around like older men or whatever it was
that's
at
true.
the time, innit? They just be like, raw, why you so like bad and that, innit?
Yeah.
But I just kind of took it and ran with it because it's like, that's what defines me, the fact that I'm so there and the fact that I'm so courageous, you get, not what other people might want to define it as.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said that clarity is key when I'm now doing these things, cause I don't want my message to ever get misconstrued.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
People make sense to stuff like what you're actually trying to do.
Yeah, cause you know what it is. A lot of them, as we've established when we was talking previously, they even think I'm from Northwest. They think I'm from here. They think I'm from there. They don't know me,
Nah, people
G.
don't actually know where you're from.
They don't know where
So
I'm
like,
forwarding from, bro.
where is Renzo, like the bad Juvi? Like, where you
Yeah,
from? Like, let the people actually know, like,
from
where you
Croydon.
from.
From Croydon, the borough of Croydon.
Borough
Yeah,
of Croydon. That's where
yeah.
you're from. You're not
That's
from
what.
North. You're not from
Nah,
East. You're not from
nah,
West.
nah,
You're from
nah.
Southeast London.
CR.
CR in it. I never know whether or
Yeah.
not that's even Southeast. And you know what's so funny? A lot of people
You know
actually
what
get
it
that
is? It's
mixed up.
actually sorry.
It's sorry, innit?
Yeah.
A lot of people, because you see with Croydon, like a lot of people will think like it's like that's me. Like I don't even know whether or not it's like I do, but I always get it mixed up. Like I always say Southeast, but it's just actually the borough of Surrey. You get me? That's
Yeah.
bad. So you're from the borough of Surrey, the bad Jubi that's actually doing a lot. But why
Yeah.
does people actually think that you're from all these other places, but not where you're actually from, which is Croydon?
Because you know where it is. I kind of branched out my nest. Like once I started doing certain things, like, I'm a person I like to order my steps in it. So I kind of tried to pattern up my life in a different way before I went out the road.
Okay.
But even whilst I was doing that in the ends, obviously I had to separate myself. So when I branched out, it was like, cool, I'm just on this thing in it. I want to build my name, do what man needs to do. This is my empire. This is what Renzo is doing. You understand? And nothing can stop me, type of thing, innit?
True.
That was my pre.
You know what? Do you know what's funny? Yeah, like because I know you as well, so this is the reason why I could say this. But like, do you know what the problem is? I reckon it is with people with you. Yeah, is the fact that people like myself as well. Like I sometimes forget that you're a girl, and sometimes like that could be looked at as a bad thing, but in my eyes, sometimes it's a good thing because the reason why people like mistake never mistake, but they forget that you're a girl is because of the things that you're doing. The things you do is very like what us men does. Like you get me, you're breaking doors down that, and it's a good thing as well. Like, cause you still could break the doors down as a female, and you're breaking the doors down as a male, and you're not a male, you're a female, and you're still breaking doors down that we are. Do you get what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, you're looked at as a more of a defiant, raw, because you're doing things that people don't expect a girl to really be doing. You get me? So this is sometimes where I say it might be a bad thing in some people's eyes, it's a good thing, but reality, it's a great thing because you're doing what a lot of people ain't able to do. You're actually conquering both fields as a male and a female, and you are a female. You get what I mean? And you're young as well.
I don't ever want to be what's it called, misconstrued as a male. I never told no one I was a transsexual.
And you're not.
Yeah,
but the power of what the power of your work, though.
But,
you get me?
Yeah,
the power of your work make you be that way, and you're not you get me? You're just a person that's actually just trying to.
Just Renzo, G. I'll tell you that.
Juvi Renzo. Now, man, you're doing greatness, man. And so Renzo, like obviously you're known as for a person that does promoting, right?
Yeah.
How much parties have you say you've had in your time?
No, I've had.
Before we get to that, yeah. How old are you?
23. Just turned 23.
Just turned 23.
Yeah.
So in like let's say your 23rd year of life, yeah, like how much parties you reckon you've had? Like even you look at first, or maybe you might be young, like when you're 5 or something, and you might decide, oh yeah, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like how much parties you reckon you've had in your time?
See, I think I was counting them like solid parties. I've probably done like 4, 5, no.
4 or 5. Covering how many years, you reckon?
Just like 2 years, 2, 3 years now.
2, 3 years?
Yeah. My first one was 3 years ago. My birthday. We did that in Hatch.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Flipping. Then after that, after that we did Stainless.
Stainless, yeah.
Yeah. Then after that we did my birthday again.
Yeah.
Which was last year. Then after that we did Boxing Day. After that did Dons and Divas. Then just did Wet and Wild again the other day.
Okay, so not fine.
Yeah.
But
that's a couple.
When you say those are, what do you reckon those turnout was? Not money wise, just in like people wise.
No, people always turn out, so
always turn out to your events, innit?
Yeah, they like it.
And this is the reason why your name's popular right now, man. It's because you're actually conquering events as a young person. That's just you get me.
Do you know how I do it though? I just try to order my steps. Like anyone that's ever worked closely beside me, no, I plan everything, like down to a T. Do you get that? And I always find a way to secure my back because that's what it is in business, really, innit? Some people think it's about the figures, but it's about securing your back so you can always make more. Or if you take a loss, it's not that much of a loss, type of thing. You get it? Because then, even if people think a loss is money, a loss could be a member of your team. A loss could be a thief amongst you. A loss can be anything, but as long as you're securing your back in all of these ways, you get it? There's only so much it can weigh you down. That's why I always order my steps. So I know I do everything right, or try to do it the right way, and then I think that's how I always get the engagements that I get and get the feedback, get the people. That's what I'm grateful for, because it shows that they respect my craft. The time that I actually put into my craft, like forget me, because that's why they don't know me.
Yeah, sure.
You get it? They only know my craft. You get it? Which is the parties. Do you understand?
But for like, obviously, this is the time and the place now where, like, I'm gonna ask you to like give man like a run through of you. Forget like the parties for a second. You get me? So obviously people know who you are as a person. Do you get me?
What do you want to know?
Like, just in like a general like let's get a run through of you. Like for me, like just an example, I would say like I was born in Jamaica, came up here from a young age. You get me? From the young age I've come in, obviously I have to integrate with other people and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like generally, like back.
Yeah.
So if for you, it's just generally of how you're going to structure, you know what I mean, about what you're doing. So let's just go through about your
No,
life. Go
obviously, like I
generally how
said,
you
I
go
just do
through.
my thing to carry back home food for my family. Then you get me, 'cause like I said, my mother's only child.
Mm.
You get me? So nobody else no there to look after mommy. I just me alone, is me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I do my thing and take care of my thing.
So basically, you got a big responsibility as it's just you and your mom.
You understand?
But like, when I meant like you as a person, yeah, I just meant
Mm,
like heart wise. Do you get me? Like, you know, a
mm,
lot of people do things, especially that we're in the UK dancer as well. We all know what the UK dancer was about. You get me?
mm.
The UK dancer isn't exactly a place where you could just get into and feel like it's a free ride. You get me?
Why
Because
is that though?
well,
Because
this
that's
is
basically
this
what I
in
did. That's what I
in.
said. If I knew that me getting into the, I would have done Afro beats. I would have done house parties
You
or
get what I mean? But
something. Do you
like,
get it?
it's not
Like,
a free ride, bro. You go through heaven and earth just to even be
yeah,
accepted, bro. And you know what's so funny as well? Like, it's crazy on the fact that it's crazy on the fact that like it's crazy on the fact that like you have to work so hard to be accepted by your own people.
yeah. That's why God separated the
You get what I mean?
masses. You understand?
Mm. Like you have to try so hard to like be accepted by your own people. But like for you, like that's in the UK also right now, from something that you didn't actually plan to go into, it just happened. Like how
Mm.
do you think it's treating you right now?
I'm alright, you know where it is.
Mm.
My life isn't revolved around UK dance, so it was just something I kind of did for a sec.
Mm-hmm.
So you get, and that's why I say, because life to me is like a stock trade.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at the stocks right now, yeah, you might have money in Tesla, you might
Okay.
have money in YouTube, you might have
Yeah.
money in Facebook.
Yeah.
But you see, if you see that Facebook can't go on and like that, what are you gonna do? Withdraw funds, innit?
Yeah.
You
Facts.
just take yourself where you get
Facts.
me
Yeah.
because like I said, I represent for myself. I don't represent for UK Dancer. So if
Mm-hmm.
UK Dancer wants to pick me apart, they can go and pick apart that person that died last week
Okay.
because after that you don't know me no more. Where do you know me from? You think I'm from Northwest, you think I'm from there, you forget
It's true.
no
It's
one didn't
true.
ever really check to
It's
know
true.
Renzo. Do you
So
get
good.
me? And
That's
I'm
it.
one of the youngest, as they said, and a female. Do you understand? So if anything, I would have looked at it as if thing were raw. I should have been checked for more. But you can't expect in this life, and this is what I want some of the new promoters and the younger promoters to understand as well. When looking strength or getting upset, if this person is not supporting your thing, or if they're not shouting out your thing, and rare, bro, just gotta do your thing. And from say you're doing your thing from a clean heart and you order your steps and you do things the right way, you'll be able to involve yourself and take yourself away. Do you understand? If you know you're doing it the right way, you just do it done. The stats that you get, it will show in your graph. It will show. You understand? And then that's all I can really say to the people still.
Mm. So what do you believe that you've been getting the right support in the things that you've been doing?
Do you know where it is? I never look for support because, like I said, I do this for myself. I come from my heart. So when my parents got me ready for life, they gave me certain tools. They
Mm.
taught me how to put on the correct shield and armor when going to battle and when going to fight for what you stand for and what you believe in. Do you
Mm.
understand? So as long as I've got that, and I remind myself every morning to always stay grounded, you understand? I don't want to act too high and mighty, you understand? You will still see me in the form with the gal, you understand? Because when I fly out and I go dream weekend and I go wet and wild, every man's gonna be in that wet and wild party, and that's what inspired me. Do you understand the actual culture from back home? You understand? You said that's where you was born, so that's how it runs when we're out there. Do you understand? So that's what it is. A community vibe, just enjoyment where we can. You understand? And everyone just does what they need to do to go back home.
Mm.
Really and truly.
So when you were talking about where you get inspiration from Juvi
Mm.
what are you referring to? Your party you had the other day?
Yeah.
Your big hit party that you had
Yeah.
the
Do you
other
know
day.
what's crazy? I had a friend that went during weekend last year. And he called me after the party. He was like, Renzo. I swear, he's like, Renzo, why the fuck ain't you kept the phone party? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Renzo, look. He's like, you could do this, G. You could do it. I was laughing, and then I thought about it, and I said, you know what? I could, but because it's such a career, it's a risk as well. Like it's something that not a lot of people would have been willing to do. I said it had to be for my birthday because I know my people won't let me down. It had to be for my birthday, and they liked it, so I'm grateful for that.
Do you know what I like about you? Yeah, like you know what I like about you. And this is why I say like you remind me of myself sometimes. You take risk, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like you take risk, and you see every risk you take, and you take that risk with a clean heart, bro. No matter what happens after that risk, you could never wrong it because you've tried. You get me? Like, and that's the good thing about doing things with a clean heart. No matter what happens at the end of it, like you know that, right, you've done that on your own back, you failed on your own. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even call it a failure. You just called it a learning curve. You know what I mean? For you to then prevail on something else or do something else. And that's what I like about you. Like you think out the box and you create something like something different, like Renzo having a phone party. Like, do you get what I mean? And I was definitely there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, when I was
No, I
there,
know you was
like I
kidding.
see what was going on. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what it is like when I was seeing it, I was thinking to myself, like, bro, like, do you know what? Like you actually made it make sense. Do you get me? I see people was enjoying themselves. Nothing happened. Do you get what I mean? Like the girls, the guys, whatever it is that was in the phone, doing what they wanted to do, you doing what you wanted to do. Do you get what I'm saying? And it was a success that party. Do you get what I mean? And that's why I always say I've got ratings for you because you do things other people might say that no, like I might not do this because but this or this or this. Like you are one of them people, like you're one of the few that will do things regardless of what the hell other people might think. You're just doing it and taking the risk of doing it of whatever happens to it. And that's why I rate you as a young Juvi that's actually coming out here. And that's why I always say um, for this podcast, not just for UK dancehall, it's for every people that's got the. And this is basically what I wanted to get clarified to people. UK dancehall isn't a thing where it isn't a thing like people get the mistake that it's a thing where obviously you're living in the UK but you was born in Jamaica, and that's what make you a UK dancehall. That's nonsense, bro. You get me? UK dancehall is a culture. You get me? And Burna Boy is classed as a UK dancehall artist. Uh, He's also
It's a
classed as an
community.
Afro beat. Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? But he's not Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? So he's accepted in Jamaica just like that. So it's just that's where we want to clarify to people what UK dancer isn't the fact that you were born in Jamaica. No, you don't even have to have nothing to do with Jamaica, but it's the flavor and it's the
You know
culture
what
that
it
they're
is? It's
using
not
and what they're
just
doing.
Jamaica as
You
well.
get me?
Like I said, the Caribbean
Caribbean,
culture.
yeah,
You
true,
understand?
That's good to be corrected because you know, people always think Jamaica is the only thing in the
Yeah,
Caribbean,
no,
and
it's
that's good.
not.
That's good. That's
It's
good that you
not.
reminded me of that. But on another level though, like for you, like what's your big plans like not even your big plans, but like what's your plans going ahead? Like obviously I know that you're into the party, the promoting game. Like is there anything else that you're like you're
What for the
into?
scene?
Like maybe for the
When
scene,
you're
just in
talking about
general.
UK dance,
Not
so
even UK
obviously
dance, just in general, like for you, Renzo.
for me,
Yeah,
Renzo,
yeah.
that's a bit personal though, isn't it?
No,
I
you don't
could
have to
talk
go
about the
in.
scene.
Yeah, okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
yeah.
You don't want people to be pinpointing too many
Nah, they're already
internal
trying to pick
things.
me apart.
Yeah, no, I get you. So for
Yeah.
the scene, yeah, like for the scene, like, do you think that the scene needs anything, like any changes or like anything added or anything taken away? Like I'm talking about like DJs
I'm not no.
promoting
Do
the
you know
show.
where it is? This
Yeah.
is this is what I'm trying to not get
Okay.
misconstrued. I never
Okay.
said I was no lord in this.
And obviously not
You
like
get like
not everybody's got an opinion though.
no, but hear
Regardless,
me.
yeah.
There's a thing I never said that. So I'm not here to say what I think. I
Mm-hmm.
can, like I said, I represent for myself.
Yeah.
That's why it's one by Juvi. You
Yeah.
don't see me with no 10 million man.
Yeah.
You understand? It's one by Juvi at the
Yeah.
forefront. You understand? I represent for myself what I stand for.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I can't put myself to talk about other things.
Oh, things that you're not doing.
Yeah,
But
do
you're
you
doing it,
understand?
though.
The only thing I'm doing is business. I can give
Business is good.
advice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I can
No,
give
but then now that's
advice
no, that's what I'm
to
asking. That's technically
people.
like an advice though. Because remember, you're somebody like look, in you gotta understand, yeah, for
Mm,
you to say you're bad Juvi
mm,
and Renzo as a self, as a person, bro.
mm,
You know what I mean? That's you. You know what I mean? But you are doing these things and other people are looking up to you. Do you get
mm.
what I'm saying? Other
But
people
I
are
never
watching you.
asked them to
No,
look
they
up
don't
to me,
know, but
bro.
then it's like in life, it's not about
Yeah,
what you ask, bro. You get me? God, as you said, you believe in God. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? And God has got you and God is putting your pathway. So
yeah.
if you're gonna be putting your mind that obviously you don't believe people, if you're doing great things, people are going to follow you because you're doing things that people want to be doing.
Yeah,
So you
that's how man shine
automatically
my
will
light.
put you there. So then that's the reason why I will ask you questions like what you think. So morely, you're not commentating on other people's life. You're commentating for the people who are watching you as Juvi and people
Yeah,
who are looking up to you to be. You get what I'm saying? Because obviously, remember, you're doing it. You're creating, as I said, history or things that other people are not doing. There's
yeah,
people that's younger than you that's out here as well, like 16, 15, 13.
yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
And those are the people who we are basically catering for now. The
yeah.
people them that's actually need a light, need a door. Do you get what I'm saying?
You
For them to look
understand?
at you in a good way to say that, right,
And
back,
that's
back,
why
back.
sometimes
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
mind doing things like this, or even
Yeah,
sometimes I would actually talk to my Snapchatters
yeah,
like
like
on a
always,
raw
yeah,
edition. Do you understand? Because
definitely.
sometimes you have to reach them levels there. You understand? For people to realize, raw, there's certain other things going on. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? But as long as everyone focuses on what they're doing, because like I said, I believe in God, and
Yeah,
we've all been assigned a mission in this
of
life.
course.
Do you understand? That's why you see when I hit you up and I was like, gee, your empire's here, my empire's here, but it looks good for Southside.
Mm-hmm.
She get it? They
Mm-hmm.
could never, ever, ever try to make Renzo and Chopper Life have a problem. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? It's a good look
Of
for the
course,
ends.
of
Do
course.
you understand? The
Not
only
just the
time,
ends, man, for the world, man.
do you understand? The only time something could ever happen is if there was treason.
Of course,
Do you understand?
of course.
Obviously, we don't play about treason and thieves and them
Trust me.
type of people there. Do you understand?
No, but is it? Look, is it? It like Chopper Life and Renzo is not coming from me just that the love is not coming from us just knowing each other and know UK dance or whatever it is. Love is coming from obviously family oriented. Do you get what
Mm.
I'm saying? That's what makes this interview look a bit more different than it is just me hitting you up or you hitting me up and then we're just no, it's not
Yeah.
like that. You get what I'm saying? It's actually family oriented. And it's a thing where I want to see you win, bro. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Like,
Mm.
no matter what it is, there is not even, bro, no matter what goes on out there, no matter what I do personally, because as you know, when you're doing your local things, time and life, when life start lifing, bro, no matter how people might look at what you're doing
Mm.
on Snapchat or social media, they don't know what's actually happening off the air.
Mm.
Sorry, like, do you get what I mean?
Mm.
Because there's a lot of things that you have to do that people that don't see, you get me? Like
Mm.
know that you're doing, and you have to do a lot for you to be able to like accomplish what you want to accomplish, bro. And there's a lot of fight I know that people have to go through, which I had to go through, and a lot
Yeah.
of other people are going through. So this is the
Yeah.
reason why man create something like this to basically have people to basically get some form of help. And it's not just UK dancing. Forget all about that, bro. You get what I'm saying? It's a bigger picture. Get me? There's young people out there that needs help. Get me? Like
Yeah.
the whole system is not designed for us to prevail in the way that we want to. Do
Yeah.
you get me? So we need to come together as a community. And I'm talking about community like South London. No, I'm talking about us, Afro, Caribbean, African, Asian, whatever it is, to come together and set something different in the light
Do
of
you know
us.
where it is though?
You
It's
get what I
easy
mean?
to say that, but you see, sometimes when you do that, you can cause a lot of chaos
You can
because there's a lack of understanding. You understand?
always.
People can only come together if they understand each other. You understand? It doesn't
No,
make sense
definitely.
saying, "Oh yeah,
Mm.
one lane," and in the lane there's gonna be certain discrepancies or certain whispers and certain people. Someone might do this move, I might step like this. And because I
Mm.
step like this, a man's gonna step like that. Brother, I'm not a threat to you.
Mm.
Some people still are yet to learn that in the community that we have already. So to add more people, that's why I said, raw. See, one thing with me, like I said, I'm thoroughly grounded and rooted at a point. Do you understand? So it's like I will always go back to one.
Yeah.
I will always go back to basics, whether that's God, whether that's the enemies I know, whether that's just the people I know, whether it's the ones that love me first. You understand? Whatever it is, I will always just go back to one. And that's how I do my thing.
Yeah.
You get it?
No, but, no, definitely. And I like that you're very constructive and obviously that you set yourself boundaries and obviously the main key of anything that you do is things that you would want to do and it's things that you want to do but you can't do because obviously you are who you are. You get me? And I do like that especially you get me.
Yeah.
Bro, like I respect you a lot that what you're doing. You get me? The only thing I could obviously say as a person that man looks up to as a young person that's doing their thing. You get me? Well, I mean, like, I look up to the work ethic. There's a lot of people there's a lot of people that crave for a lot and not giving anything. You get what I'm saying? And bro, you will never get nothing out of life.
What do you mean by that, though?
Like, what I mean by that is like, so a lot of people would want a lot of things out of life without actually like actually putting in any form of work. Like as an example, it's like me just from young, just always saying, "Raw, I want to buy a house. I want to buy a house. I'm gonna get a house. I'm gonna buy a house. Buy a house." I'm not working to buy a house. Like I'm just expecting somebody to give me a house. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean by obviously
No,
you putting
100%.
out the work. You get what I'm saying? So for
Yeah.
you're actually putting in the hard graft
Yeah.
to be able to get anything back out of what you're doing. And that's what I just simply mean. Like a lot of people sometimes just expect
No, that's why if
to
you
get.
realize, you see, anyone that really pays attention to me, they'll know I only puts on the girl them. Like,
100%.
there's certain man that are looking for bringing from me, but I'll say, you lot are man. You lot are man. I ain't a man. I ain't a man. If I shoot right now, you're frightened. But you are a man, so you can go and do things. You understand? I only put on the girl them. You get it? I teach them all game.
So they say Renzo is generally for the girls and though.
The girl in general.
Yeah, generally, that's what makes you who you are now.
Yeah,
You get me?
understand?
And that's why your party is always put. Wherever the girls are more, you're going to find man them behind
No,
them. You get me?
100%. And I welcome everyone, just as long as you got
Of course,
manners
of
and order,
course.
car. I don't ever disrespect unless I'm being disrespected
Yeah.
or there's a sense of treason. You understand? Because that's obviously,
Yeah, of course,
you
of course,
get
of
it.
course. And I think that's what it is, like why people might obviously get Renzo mixed up. Because you're always a girl, not always with a girl, but like you know a lot of girls, you know what I'm saying, not just from your area. You know a lot of girls from Northwest, you know a lot of girls from East, you know a lot of girls from South, and obviously you're a girl yourself. You get what I'm saying? And then because you're so many places, people that's only heard of you, do you get me? When they see you, automatically they might just obviously because you know how it goes right now. Like when people see you, they just basically commentate for what they see in it. So they
Yeah.
might have see you over there in Northwest. You get me
Yeah.
with your Barbies or whatever it is, doing what you do. Because
Yeah.
obviously it's not all the time that you just run girls just doing fun. Obviously you're a person that's, as I said, I looked at you as an entrepreneur. You do a
Yeah.
lot of business. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
Like
also a
you're
mentor as
doing
well. I mentor young people.
good
You
fam.
get
You're doing a
me?
lot, bro. You get me? And that's the
Yeah.
good thing. You get me? I see that you actually anything that time I speak to you as well, you're very passionate about the younger generation and your younger self and your young yourself as well. And that's what makes it so powerful, you get me? And that's why a lot of people that's older or wherever it is to take a page out of your book because everyone and that's why I really like how you do your thing as well. Every conversation and every little thing that me and you speak about, you always I never really told you this before, this is the first time, but you're always saying like for the youth, for the youth. I want to do this for the youth, for the youth, for the youth. You get what I'm saying? And it makes it real. This thing how you, like, you do your thing and so like no, just keep it up, bro, man. And the worst thing about it is, see, as long as you keep you keep to your main objective, bro, and not let anybody, I mean like nobody, bro, sway you away from the road that you create for yourself. You will always win, fam. Always, because as I said, God's got a journey for everybody, bro. You get me? And as long as you are playing your part in life, you can never go wrong. Because a lot of people always try to play somebody else's part, and that's what makes them devious or makes them whatever it is. You see, as long as you stay in your own lane, you get what I'm saying? You're trying to play your role, and you're trying to do your thing, and you're trying to help who you need to help. You can never go wrong, bro. No matter how many times it is, no matter what people say, you get me? Because you know that you done things for the bottom of your heart, bro. You get what I'm saying? And you're doing it for out of love. You know, you don't have to do the things you do. You get what I'm saying? You can get your money and put it into whatever. You can go buy a gym, you can go do whatever you want to do. But then obviously you take your time, as you say, you mentor younger people on these things, you know what I'm saying? And you do other things. Like a lot of people could, bro, there's a lot of people in this land right now that's got money and whatever it is, and they could tell you they've never spoken to another person in their life about elevating themselves. Do you get what I mean? And what kind of person do you want to be to come out, to basically create something for yourself or create something for yourself and not want the younger generation to create nothing? Like, what kind of world do you want to live in? Do you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people like that, bro. As you know what I'm saying, but always I'm saying is, just keep on that same path, and it's a good path to be on, and you're gonna create greatness, bro. Like, I see it. You get me? People might not like your character, maybe your character, but some of your attitude or whatever it is, or whatever.
The way it is, I do give a sense of arrogancy, but I have to. As you can see, even you get confused sometimes that I'm a girl.
Yeah,
so you see, when it's like other men, I might see them trying to come at me, it's like,
oh shit.
let me make a raw.
And you know, it's funny you say that, you know, like on a topic, bro, like, I do forget that you're a girl sometimes, bro. Like, me and you
know,
be
that made me wonder.
reasoning, bro.
That's
It's
what I'm
mad.
saying.
Like,
I know, you
like, I'll just be there, I'll be like, I'll be, sometimes you be like, yeah, kings, raw, and you be like, bro, I'm a queen, bro. I'll be like,
You get me?
oh
I'm
shit,
a lioness.
shit. It's a lioness here,
I
bro.
move
Like, you get
differently.
me?
You
But
get
you know,
me?
it's a good thing, because then that means that you're breaking down every door possible, and that's what makes you a Luther King, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? That makes you a Malcolm X, no matter in the eyes of what greatness that you're achieving. You see, as long as you're achieving greatness, not for yourself, but for others as well, bro, you will always be classed as a great. You could never be classed as anything else, bro. Your parties are a success. You've got other plans coming up in the future. People have to just wait and see what Juvi Renzo is about to push out there. Obviously, Renzo, you've had your ups and your downs in dance. So obviously, you're not only in dance, so you're in, as you can see, that you're just Renzo. That is your brand. That's what you're pushing, and you want people to understand who you are as a person. You're not just a person that's here just trying to do partying. You're a person that's out here just trying to give love to the community. You want to represent yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want to bring Croydon somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You want to achieve something different than other people, you know. And this is what you're trying to push out there to other people, to not mistake you as an arrogant person that just thinks that they're this or thinks that they're that or whatever it is. No, that's not. You might come across that way. That's because you have to hold your value of who you are and protect what you're trying to push forward out there. You get me? And as long as you keep doing that, bro, you get what I'm saying? As long as you keep pushing out the love out there, people will always look at you as the man Juvi Renzo that's done good for Croydon and that's done good for younger people. Because remember, you know, once you put bread out there for people to eat, in fact, it will always be loved, regardless of what going on, how many hate they might push out there. You see, your heart can't lie, bro. You get me? Your head can, your hand can, everything else can lie, but one thing can't lie is your heart. You get me? And so as long as your heart stays pure, you will always accomplish whatever you want out of life. You know what I mean? Because wherever God has plans for you anyways, you know, God has plans for different plans for everybody. You never know what it might be. You get me? But just keep remaining who you are, man. You get me? You're doing a lot, bro. You're making accomplishments. You get me? Sooner or later, you're gonna have flipping. As I said, you see, you're starting your own podcast as well. You know, talk about
Yeah.
Those are things that
I'm starting a movement, Young Internet TV.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like just party interactions, different features, different segments on there. We're gonna be doing podcasts, mini vlogs.
Yeah.
And the way it is, I actually live a crazy life. I just don't have time to document it. Sometimes.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when the vlogs come in. Podcasts. That's obviously. It's good to have communication because this is what I see when I talk to my peers. I say, gee, we're a generation of bosses. There's never been nothing like this yet. Us,
of course, yeah.
Our generation, everyone's got a business. Everyone's on a team.
It's something different, isn't it?
Everyone's on a team right now. Like we're up. Do you understand? But no one's really talking to us. We're just
doing whatever.
We're just trying to get it right. Do you understand? Yeah, that's where I like want to encourage like other young entrepreneurs and whatever, so we can just there's a space for us to reason. Do you get it? Because like I told one of my business partners all the time, always one hand wash the next hand.
Of course.
Do you understand? You can't wash the hand by yourself. One hand wash the next hand. That's how we do things around there, you get me?
Definitely.
Simple maths.
And that's the good thing about right now. And see, once we all realize the accomplishment that we're all, well, not all, but majority of us are putting in, then it'll be better off for everybody, especially the younger generation, because they're looking at young people making accomplishments that they've never reached. You know what I'm saying? That they ain't really been happening like that before. Do you get me? And it's happening right now, bro. You know what I mean? We just have to just keep on doing it. You get me? And just keep on making things happen, bro. Well, as we know, is that you've got your podcast starting. You get me? You see, you know your events. People just have to basically wait until you push out another event. No more events for now. What next?
Right now, do you know what it is? Like I said, life is like a stock trade. So if
anything can happen.
Yeah.
Time is just time, innit?
Time is time. But like I said, I'm a person, I like to order my steps. Yeah, so as of right now, I have withdrawn funds from the party scene. Yeah, I'll still be attending people's parties. Like, I'm still around, but as for me throwing an event right now, I feel like, you know what it is? It's like in the end, bro.
Yeah.
The man them are only killing each other because of poverty. Because there's not enough food to eat.
Yeah, sure.
So why would I keep myself, as you said before, this is little dancing.
Yeah.
Why would I keep myself down in little dancing where people are gonna belittle me, people are gonna try and come at me sideways and do this and do that, and I can just wait, order my steps, and elevate myself to a greater level.
Makes sense, bro. And that's the vision, man. Always try to think out the box and try to do things out the box to make yourself greater. Yeah, as long as you keep doing that, you'll be a big bag Renzo in the next 15, 20 years time with sculptures all around. You get me?
In my first 3 years, I feel like I've done good.
No,
I feel like I've done good. There's some people 10, 11 years.
Of course, there's people that's been doing this for years.
Still looking forward.
Still looking forward, bro. And you know what it is? Like, it's so crazy, bro. It's so crazy in this dance that like a person only look for the next paycheck, the next event, and that's the only. But obviously, each to their own, man.
You know what I started doing when I was there? I started paying as I go. So by the end of the night, I don't even have that much left to pay. You get it? So it's like when I do my thing, I will put this much down and say, this is what I'm putting on the thing. Okay. So so man can do things and motion at the same time, because I realize that some people are doing it paycheck to paycheck, but I don't want to be that person. And even the ones that are doing it, and they might be my staff for the night, I don't want them, my personal problems, to then affect their food. When I was like securing our backs in this thing, that's how I securing the back. Yeah, that's a tip that
like regardless of
what promoter should take on as well.
Yeah.
You have to set yourself away, that you'll set yourself up.
To make sure that everybody's actually being paid or working in the But you know what it is though, man, like it's never just the promoters or whatever it is, man, or the people, man, but it is some people just got no chill, man. Do you get me? And when I mean that there's no chill, yeah, you see me, I talk how it is, and I don't really care. You get me, you can like me, you don't, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? I only say things from what I see and from what I know. And then the problem is, right now, bro, is the fact that you can have, let's say for instance, a person that's trying to keep a party and get me, but they're around the people that who they're booking. Sometimes people forget that, bro, people are not booking you because that you're a great DJ, they can't book anybody else. No, people are booking you because you're around them. Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes you should take yourself off that little high horse that you might think you're on. Do you get what I'm saying? And level yourself back down to the person who you actually, who you're bridging. Do you get what I'm saying? And start acting according to your bridgingness. Do you get me? And this is the reason why people get a lot of things confused, and the reason why a lot of people mess up on a lot of things that they're doing. Do you get me? Because they're not off their high horse. You know what I mean? You know that somebody's keeping a party. You know what I'm saying? You're around that person. You know what I'm saying? You're telling that person, yeah, book you. And then whilst you're telling that person to book you, you're telling that person, yeah, £300 an hour. And then once you're doing all of that, then you're coming late, you're playing what you want, and you're doing what you want. My nigga, you should get back off that person.
That was the point, Mills. I was going to start making them signing contracts or things like that. Because them things fuck up the pattern.
Of course it does,
you understand?
There's no
and
levels.
People would try to use the fact that you might, I wouldn't even say brethren, I would just say you're cordial with them.
Well,
because
of course,
you can't be my brethren and then do something like what you just said.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
It's a vial, and there's a lot of it. And then this is the reason why, man, that's the reason why I'm even saying it. Because there's a lot of that, and it's obviously you still have the people who are booking the people and all that takes to make. You get me? When people do give you a blind, and then when it comes to after the party, because you failed for the party, you want everybody else to fail with you. That's not how business really go. When people give you a settlement, you see, before you think about going inside of a party, you gotta make sure your budget sits right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that you know that if it fails, can I pattern this? Do you get what I mean? Because automatically once if it does fail, you get what I'm saying, you gotta secure it if you wanna do this the next time or in any little future business that you might do, because people might say, yeah, this is only dance, but please believe, bro, it's not just only dance, it's your credit. Once you mess up on your credit, bro, anything else you go into, you might back up on the person who you know what I'm saying, who you was getting a venue from or that you was getting to DJ, they might become something different and they might think like to themselves, like, right, brother, you don't like playing please. Get me, or you don't like doing this, or you don't like doing that, I ain't be worried, I ain't gonna work with you. And that's you losing opportunities, you get me?
Yeah.
And that's just the issue of bro. Everybody just needs to know it's not just a eat, you know what I'm saying? It's not just a take anything, you get me? And not knowing where but you gotta balance everything, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? If there's no balance, then nothing ain't gonna work, bro. You get me? But it's obviously time, you know, we gotta wrap this up or whatever, but obviously we was joined by the big by Juvi Renzo. It was good to have a conversation with you sometime, and obviously I can see the couple that you have your, you know what I'm saying, but that's what's good about you, and that's obviously what makes you who you are and wherever it is. But obviously I'm cheering for you, bro. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna always be cheering you, regardless of whether or not I might not message you, whatever it is, I might say congratulations. Obviously you know how it goes, bro. And it's deep down in my heart, fam. God could type it down, bro. I'm cheering for you. And I actually see, once you put your head, your mind to what you do, you're gonna achieve greatness, bro. And I know that I'm waiting for you, because you see, once I'm achieving greatness, I'm waiting for all the people that I'm seeing achieving greatness. Do you get what I mean? And we're all gonna be sitting down at the top, looking at the beach and saying, bro, look what we've created. Do you get what I'm saying? Look what we've made a lot of other people create. Look how many people we start making, eating food. Look how many this we've made now. Do you know what I'm saying? We could be sitting down on a chair wherever it is, wherever it be, and be like, this is what we've done. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's all it is, man. So, one bad Renzo, future-wise, listen, it's a good to have a conversation with you, man. UK Renzo, one chopper lap, one Renzo. Do you get me?
Yeah, I appreciate
Keep it up, man. Keep it up. So, this is the UK Dancing channel. You get me? Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to, well, not subscribe, but make sure you add our Instagram, our TikToks, and all of our social media. Renzo, make sure you got any social media you wanna
follow the events page, One Hype and Bossy. Yeah, that's really it.
To One Hype and Bossy.
On Instagram, that's on Instagram.
So Instagram, One Hype and Bossy. Make sure you follow that. That's one bad BG, bad. See, I always keep on No, but yeah, listen, UK Dancehall channel. For next time, you lot make sure you subscribe to all the UK Dancehall channel and One Bad Juvi. One Chopper Life, make sure you lot subscribe to all of that as well. The clothing line store, make sure you lot follow our clothing website, that's Chopper Life store, chopperlife.com. And yeah, see you next time.